What's good, my family? And this your boy Z, and today I want to give you do something different. Give y'all some words of encouragement, like I always do, every now and then. Because one thing about me is I like creating positivity. I like encouraging others, especially the younger folks, the younger generation. This younger generation, especially in today's times, they didn't get a chance to live the life that my generation, people down around my age and older, got a chance. With all this craziness, all this shutdown and everything, I want to give people, at least opportunities to see that you don't have to really worry at all. Times may be hard, and I understand that you may be going through a lot. There's always hope. But one thing I want to talk about is pride, because pride is very important. Yes, pride could be a good thing, because sometimes people have a lot of pride that it causes them to be boastful and to a good way, and you speak out on things you like. It causes you not to be nervous. You got pride, but pride can also be a bad thing. And pride is a bad thing. Could be a bad thing because when you're prideful, sometimes you don't know how to listen to when others are trying to tell you something that's useful. Okay. Sometimes it can cause you not to obey your leadership or really respect authority, people that's above you, even on the job. Sometimes, man, your manager or boss can tell you something that you don't agree with, and because you're prideful, you don't know how to listen. Not understanding that at the end of the day, they're your boss, they're your manager. Okay, you working for them. If you don't like the job, then you shouldn't be there. Okay, that's pride. Pride could cause somebody to basically lose out on an opportunity because they can't get along with a certain individual. They don't know how to talk things out. They don't know how to let bygones be bygones, and they don't know how to let stuff go. And that's another thing, folks, too. Man, you gotta learn to forgive and move on. Forgive and forget. I'm probably gonna cover forgiveness pretty soon, but that's very, very, very important, especially the Black community. And I know it's Black History Month. And I'm gonna do a Black History post that's covered up too, but the main problem with a lot of people too, they don't know how to forgive. Yeah, but that's part of pride too, man. Pride will cause you to not forgive somebody. Okay, if somebody wrongs you, the thing is gonna happen for the better. Everything is gonna take care of itself. Because I am a strong believer in you reap what you sow, man. I believe in good karma and bad karma. What you put out or what other people gonna come back to you. But remember, sometimes we just gotta get out of our pride and learn to listen. Now, even on this channel, man, I've told people things that are valuable. That if they would listen to me, man, they would have been better off. Okay? And so we get man, that's what pride is, and I learned that through my mentor. Shouts out to William Buscardi of Freedom Christian Center. That's my mentor. That's the leader of the ministry I'm serving in. But I go over his house every 6 p.m. and this dude talks to me. He really teaching me things. He's working with me. And since having God in my life, even if you don't believe in God, God has helped me in my life because God has gave me understanding. He's allowed me to really see things differently. That's why certain things don't piss me off no more. I don't let certain things upset me anymore. But yeah, man, we got to get out our pride. Because pride, there's a such thing as too prideful. And sometimes when you're too prideful, you say things that you shouldn't be saying that can hurt others around you. Because whoever created that saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt, them people basically lied to you blatantly. They've been saying that lie for years. Or words do hurt. And sometimes, man, our pride allows us to say things out of pocket, out of turn, that can cause somebody to really be hurt and somebody to really react differently about you. The next thing you know, you're getting into a fight or you're getting into an altercation when you shouldn't have even been in the first place, as you just calm down and not say anything at all. Okay? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. But pride will sometimes have you to say things that you don't even mean. But because you're upset at something, you don't know how to react. Again, pride. Because the Bible says pride goeth before the fall. So so for anybody listening to this video, you gotta understand it, man. Like sometimes, man, you gotta understand that you don't always gotta be right all the time. Especially when it comes to learning something. When you being taught, let's say children, like for you young folks that's watching this video, if you got parents that's telling you to do something, they're not telling you to do something that just to piss you off. Like they're not telling you to do something just to be too hard on you. Right? They tell you to take out the trash, or they tell you to clean up the kitchen. You know, if they tell you to wash the car, it's to prepare you for life, because these are things you gotta do automatically when you get older. For you young folks, okay? They tell you to take a bath, take a shower, brush your teeth, and then because that's hygiene, you gotta have clean hygiene. If they tell you to wear a suit, it's because it's for you to look nice, because you gotta wear a suit when you go to a job interview. You know, you gotta wear a suit when you go to a banquet, somewhere nice. You're not gonna go to a formal event in jeans. So these are life skills. But children, you too, you gotta stop. Sometimes you can't be so prideful, and just know that, man, everybody has to get somewhere with help. Nobody gets through this world by themselves. We all have to be taught somewhere. But sometimes being too prideful means you don't know how to learn and grow, man. Learning and growing go hand in hand. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not okay to take pride, but there's a such thing as good pride and bad pride. So basically, what I'm trying to tell y'all is, man, don't let too much pride get to your head. Basically, yeah, it's okay to like what you do and be who you are. Okay, I'm not saying for you not be who you are, and I'm not trying to change the person you are. But you gotta understand too that sometimes, man, it can be a bad thing because people get too arrogant. Pride can cause somebody to get way too arrogant to where they don't know how to get along with other people. I've seen that happen even in the past, even with athletes. There's certain athletes that they're so prideful that they don't know how to even share the ball. Right? They don't know how to get along with their teammates on and off the stadium. Again, man, pride, man. You gotta, and even in the Bible, man, God teaches you that sometimes, man, too much pride causes you to miss out on too much blessings, because the Lord could be trying to teach you something, and because you're so used to being taught a certain way, you're so used to doing things your own way that you can't even receive your blessing, because God may not want you doing things the same way you've been doing it. And oftentimes, we fall short of the glory of God because we feel we're on top of the world, that nobody can touch us. That we're so used to being having things done our own way that we don't know how to do it God's way. And God's way is always going to be difficult. God's way is never easy. Y'all got to understand that too. That's where that definition of straight and narrow goes in. With the Lord, there's always going to be challenges because the devil's going to always be there to try to stop you. But through God, you can overcome the devil. This is why I myself don't worry about what's going on outside of the world. If things are not under my control. I don't care about, like I said, and y'all know this for a fact, man. People who have been watching my channel know I don't care about knowing none of these secret societies. I don't care about people doing rituals and none of that stuff because it don't affect me. It's not what I'm called to do. I don't worry about things that's out of my control. But pride will cause you to think ahead of things, to think that you have all the answers, but you don't. Nobody has all the answers like that. You know, so you tell me one person that's smart, right? That's smart, that knows everything, and I'll show you a fool. All right. No, this is why I do certain things on my channel. There's certain things I show y'all, so y'all don't fall for the same pitfalls as other people. That's why there's certain YouTubers I've responded to, because these YouTubers again got too much pride. They know who they are. I'm not gonna mention their names, right? But they know who they are. Y'all know who I've had beef with. See, those particular people got pride. They got bad pride because they think they know it all. They think they're on top of the world. Right? Those are the type of people that they think they have all the answers. And then when you try to tell you something, when you disagree with them, they don't know how to respond. They want to insult you. That's another thing too. Y'all gotta watch out for. You can't just insult anybody that tells you something, because they could tell you something out the goodness of their heart. They don't mean they trying to be mean. But pride will have you think that somebody's trying to tell you something just being mean, just being awful because they don't like you. Like, no. Sometimes some people tell you things because they care about you. And they don't want you to keep making the same mistakes. It's like a math problem, right? You try to do algebra, or you try to do calculus, or whichever math level you're on. If you don't get an answer wrong, and the teacher gives you an F, it's not because the teacher don't like you. It's because you're not doing the calculations right. You're not doing the equations properly. You got the wrong answers. Your answer's not like John's that's sitting right next to you that's getting A+. It's not like Miss Becky who has a B, a plus on her paper. And it's not because they're better than you. It's just they were better prepared. They studied and understood the answers. They understood the equations. You still don't understand it. So by you getting that D and F, that's to tell you what you did wrong, so you could you know what not to do, and you can study hard and work on making the correct answers. Remember, man, pride will have people not caring about school because it's too hard or it's too difficult. And that goes through all levels, including college. Because again, man, I've had some college professors that were difficult to deal with. But I have to get beside my pride and deal with them anyway, because it's part of the curriculum. It's school. I got to do this. Because if I don't pass their class, I'm not going to graduate. But pride will cause people not to graduate. Pride will cause people to drop out of school. I'm just being honest, man, because they don't want to, they feel that they don't need school. They understand life from their own perspective. No, everybody needs education. I'll be the first one to tell you that. You need some type of education through this world, man. Because again, you're not going to get through life on your own. You always going to need some type of help. But remember, y'all, yeah, sometimes, man, pride could really be a bad thing. We got to stop being so prideful. Because prideful can also lead to laziness. And one of the issues I'm dealing with, even through my walk of God, is just stop being lazy. Because pride has caused me to want to do my own thing. To where I didn't understand the full knowledge of God. Right? I wasn't reading the Bible like I should have been. I wasn't going on the street telling others about Christ like I should have been. Because of laziness or pride. No, man, I had to get out. That's what I've been learning myself, is to get out my pride. No, I don't have all the answers all the time. No, there's certain things I do need to be taught. That's why it's always good to have a mentor and a leader that can hold you accountable for something wrong you did. But yeah, but so to my viewers, man, again, we got to get out that pride mentality. And you got to understand that there's some things that's bigger than you and I. And if we want to succeed in life, we got to constantly learn and constantly grow. But again, man, learn to listen. Because that's the other problem too, man. People don't want to listen to things that's, again, man, that's the issue, man, is listening. Sometimes you can be so prideful that you want to listen to what's ahead of you. And you miss out on the message that you need. Okay? It's like I said before, man, pride leads to cockiness and arrogance. One thing you don't want to be, you don't want to be too cocky and too arrogant. Because that'll really piss somebody off to where they want to prove you wrong. Like, no, man, be humble. The key to not being so prideful is also being humble. Okay? This is why I don't like talking against these celebrities, these people who made money, because they worked hard to get to where they are. I don't hate on, like I said, I try not to, like I say, I try not to accuse nobody of being part of the devil and that stuff, because again, I don't live their life. I don't talk about people, I don't talk about these athletes in a bad, negative way like y'all want me to. Well, some people want me to. I know where they came from. I know how hard they have to work. But pride will have you talk against somebody you don't even know. Again, man, there's too much pride going on. We got to stop that. No, I try to spread positivity in people's life. I try to see the good things in people. Because deep down in the heart is the good in any man. Y'all got to remember that. Deep down, everybody ain't just born evil like that. Okay? Deep down, there's good in everybody's soul. But pride will cause you not to see the good things in somebody, right? And it cause you just to ignore them. It will cause you not to reach out to them like you should be. When actually, that person, you know what I'm saying, can learn from you. From your they could be going through the same thing you're going through. You don't know that person you decided to care nothing about because you're judging them. Because pride will cause you to judge somebody too. And that may not be who they are. Just because they born, just because you see them walking in the side of a hood, right, a certain block, don't mean they gang banging. Just because they live in a country we going to war in, don't mean they necessarily believe in the same thing the enemy believes in. So again, y'all, we got to get out our pride. And for you, and for the black folks, my black people watching it, man, this is the main reason why our people don't ever grow. Pride is the main reason why a lot of our people don't ever succeed, because we don't know how to work well with others. It's just like this gay banging. We letting the red and blue rag continue to separate us. We continue to fight instead of coming together and uniting. Pride won't let Bloods and Crips unite. I'm going to tell you that now, because they don't know how to forgive. For one, forgiveness goes a long way. Because if you want God to forgive you, you got to forgive them. God forgave everybody that basically beat him, pinned his arm, nailed it to a cross, put them thorns on his forehead. He forgave them. Jesus couldn't be no prideful Jesus. He has pride. He couldn't be prideful and be the son of God and be the Savior we know him to be. See, one of the reasons why Lucifer got kicked out of heaven, because he was too prideful. Lucifer had so much pride that he felt that he was above God. He was above Jesus. He could tell God to worship me. That's how much pride Lucifer had. The one we call the devil. In whichever image you think he is. Him or her, right? The devil himself has so much pride that he basically convinced 1/3 of the angels to go along with him. And God said, no, this is my kingdom, my heaven. I made you. So why I'm going to listen to you? Why I'm listening to something that I created? You're not going to take over what I built. So God had to remove the devil because he had too much pride. The devil don't know how to listen and obey leadership. So again, I say this because I care. I say this because I love y'all. I love my subscribers, my viewers. But again, man, y'all got to stop being so prideful. And just know that you ain't always got to be right. You always got to know everything, because in actuality, we don't know everything. Every day is a learning process. Like I said before in this channel, life has to be hard, because if life is not hard, there's no lessons to be learned. And part of the way you master life being hard is, again, get out your pride. Don't be so prideful. Right? Learn to listen. Learn to absorb what's presented in front of you. Okay? But that's just what I want to share. Because I feel bad. People need to learn from that. Somebody needs to hear this. And I got nothing but love, respect for everybody that comes to my channel. I respect everybody's opinions, but we gotta understand, we gotta know how to respect each other. Because pride will cause you to insult somebody else because you feel you're better than them. Now, I try not to be like that at all. If I don't got nothing nice to say about somebody, I'm not gonna say it no more. That's me, man. I believe in treat others the same way I want to be treated. But pride will cause you to treat somebody the wrong way. And really, that's not even them. It's just you don't understand them. Again, pride, man. Pride go before the fall. Just like you often hear about people going broke. All the time, man. Whether it be a celebrity, whether it be an athlete, or whether it be somebody you know personally. They've had so much money, and they were so prideful that they always brag about their money. They had this and that, and then they lost it. And they lost it because, again, man, they don't know how to. They were so prideful that they kept trying to do things their own way. They so prideful that they thought they was better than everybody else, and God had to knock them. They had to get knocked back down to reality. It's the same way with people that's out there doing crime. Sometimes you could be so prideful that you let yourself get caught slipping. And that's how the feds catch you. Like, for example, the ones that go on social media posted with a whole lot of money. Like stacks of hundreds this tall. Pride is making them do that. Because you making all this money, you hustling all this paper every week from whichever drug you're dealing with. Right? And you think you on top of the world. You think you big shot. Because they too prideful. They leave themselves out open. They talking too much. So meanwhile, other people around you are hearing this. And the feds got ways of busting you anyway, right? Whether it's from that iPhone people be dealing with, or like I said, through social media. They got so much pride that, oh, look at me. I get to go on these trips to Baja, Mexico. I get to go to Cancun. I get to fly all the way out here to Brazil. Look at me. Pride, right? Even the ones that take advantage of other people, dude. Now you got people that are so prideful that they think they like I said, they have one answer. They so prideful that they don't understand that they're scamming other people. People that's listening to them are being scammed. Again, pride. So that's what people that get busted all the time because they too prideful and they get caught. Because the real criminals, the ones like Pablo Escobar, those guys don't go on social media at all. But pride allows the average criminal to get caught because again, they want to boast. They too happy. And they want to show off. Not knowing that behind the other screen of people watching you is somebody that's the FBI. Somebody that's PD, that works for the police department. Somebody that's CIA. That's been built up a case to go against you for quite some time now, for like the last 6 months. And now you finally gave them the ammunition they need to finally get you. And you can't escape because they can just run through your IP address. They know how to find you easily. So no, they don't pay to do crime nowadays. They really don't, man. Because with all this technology, you will be caught. Every car now has a computer system in it, has a chip to where you can easily be tracked from anywhere. All these phones got the RFID chip that the feds can tap into. So if you see somebody post a whole lot of money, ignore them. Don't do the same thing. Even with guns, man. People are so prideful that they keep posting all their guns. And then wonder why the government's trying to shut all that down because too many people are getting killed. We got too many mass murders. People with guns don't know how to handle it because they're too prideful. You know, so they got to show you what they can do to the gun range. There's a reason why I don't post myself at the gun range. I've been to the range before. I don't post it. Why? Because, again, I don't got to let you know that I know how to shoot a gun. Because it's hard enough for me being a black man in this country. They automatically assume I'm gangbanging. They automatically assume I'm a murderer. They automatically assume I'm going to rob somebody. So when you post pictures of you in the range, okay, again, man, you giving your enemy, whoever enemy you got, or the feds, law enforcement, anybody that's on there that's looking at you, right, to think some way about you. Pride. Pride won't let people know I can really murder you. I can really shoot you if I want to. Look at me. I know how to pop a gun. Look, I got this AR-15. Not knowing that you setting yourself up for failure because you're not even supposed to be posting that stuff. No way. And then that's the issue there, man. Pride. Pride will have you think about things that ain't even true. Pride will have you act a certain way you know you're not supposed to be acting. So again, man, we gotta learn to pride. Cause again, pride can really be a bad thing. But we can't be having so much pride. And the only way pride is a good thing is when you have faith and confidence in yourself. And you don't let nobody take you down. That's pride. If you don't let nobody talk down about you, okay, so you have enough pride to know who you are. Okay, that's a good thing. But no, man, too much pride, that's bad. So we got to stop that. That's the main issue in today's society is there's people are too prideful. Yeah, even though some pride can be good, it can also be a bad thing. Means folks, man, that's the video, man. This your boy Z the Real here. And again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Y'all like, subscribe, tell others about it. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned as always. I will see you soon.